Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. This is our Lunch and Learn, and today I am talking to you about how to organize your day to get the results that you're looking for. And I think one of the biggest things is it's so easy to just get caught up in the day to day, caught up in behaviors that you're used to, caught up in the normal routine that we really forget how to prioritize and how to make the most of our day. One of the things that I heard is that your life, a beautiful life, is made up of a series of beautiful days strung together to make a beautiful week. Those weeks are strung together to make a beautiful month. Those months are strung together to make a beautiful year, and the years are strung together to make a beautiful life. And this is something that I learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor, and I really took it to heart. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, maybe I can't visualize a beautiful life yet. That was at that time. But what I could do is I could focus on creating a beautiful moment and creating a beautiful day. So if you feel like you're doing a lot and you're not really finding that you're progressing forward and you're making meaningful change in your life, this episode is for you. So I want to know where you're coming in from, where you're tuning in from. If you are coming in by replay, type in replay in the chat. And if you're here live, introduce yourself. Also, if it's your first time here, I want to know, type in first time in the chat so we can welcome you, so my team and I can welcome you. Now, some of you know me, some of you don't. For those that are new, I'm Larissa McCook. I'm a master results coach, truth seeker, and CEO of Abundance Academy. And I help successful entrepreneurs radically transform their life and business to create the time, the money, and freedom that they dream of, the freedom that they deserve and desire with ease, joy, and flow. And it's our company mission to positively impact more than 1 billion people across the globe and create a brighter future for all. So, hello, Jules. It's your first time. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn. If you have any questions, if any of you watching have any questions, let me know. Just type them in the chat. I will do my best to answer them during the presentation. And if you're here afterwards, we will make sure to answer them after the fact as well. Okay. So why are we talking about how to organize your day to get the results that you want in your life? This has been something that has been requested by many, many, many people. We have a lot of people that are in business and have been in business for a while and are thriving, but their businesses are growing and they're going through a growth phase. And so anytime you up level or you grow to a new level, the activities you have to do are going to change. Anytime you have any change in your life, that is going to be uncomfortable, whether you're actually in a business, whether you're starting a business, or whether you have some personal life events going on. And so it's so key to really identify what it is that you need to do to move you forward in life. So for example, if you are brand new to business, okay, if you're brand new to business, you're just getting started and you have no clients and you might have a full-time job, but you might be part-time in your business, the main thing that you're going to need to focus on, the most important activities that you're going to want to do is things to attract clients and to actually get clients so you can start working with them. You want to create a lead generation system. You want to focus on the sales of your business. Let's say you're established and you've got these basic systems established and you're up leveling. Your focus is still going to be to maintain the systems you have. However, there's going to be another need and another initiative to focus on growth, on team building, on team development. And these activities look very, very different. And so ultimately, you have 24 hours in a day. Okay, you only have 24 hours in a day. And at any phase, no matter where you are in life, it is so key for you to make sure to know what your key goal achieving activities are. Okay, this sounds so simple. It sounds simple in theory, and you might even be aware of what they are. However, are you doing these goal achieving activities consistently? And are you getting the results you need from them? Okay, so I want you to think about that. Step one, do you know what your goal achieving activities are? If not, we need to have a conversation. Step two, are you doing them consistently? Okay, so that's where you start, because those goal achieving activities, the most important thing that you need in order to achieve the goal or your intentions or whatever it is that you're looking for, have to happen every day. They have to happen every day. Some of them will happen by you, some of them you can delegate. However, they have to be happening every day, and there needs to be some kind of progress made consistently. It's almost like if you had a little eyedropper and you just kept dripping water into a cup, you'd just be dripping water, dripping water, dripping water. And if I had an eyedropper to fill this cup, it would take a long time for the cup to fill. And eventually I might just get into this trance watching the cup fill with water, fill with water, fill with water. And eventually I wouldn't really be paying attention to what's going on. It would just be on autopilot. And eventually the cup would overflow from the water I was pouring in, just dripping, dripping, dripping. And that really is how manifestation works. That really is how these goal achieving activities work. Because if you want to organize your day to get the results you want, you need to do goal achieving activities. Bottom line. I know that sounds simple. I know that sounds basic. However, that's where it starts. So again, question, do you know what your goal achieving activities are? And then second, are you doing them consistently? Now, if you're not doing them consistently, okay, if you're not doing them consistently, part of it might be organizational challenge, right? It might be a logistical issue. What's more likely is that there is a belief system that is under the surface of your unconscious mind that's actually leading you to get yourself distracted. Really look at your belief system, because that is going to impact your results even more dramatically than just trying to change the behavior. You've got to do both. You've got to change the behavior and make sure it's done consistently. Also, make sure to look at the belief system, because it's going to make every single time you do that behavior so much more powerful. Okay, so this really will get you to work smarter, not harder, is building that belief, working on your mental muscles, taking the time to do studying, taking the time to read beautiful text, to listen to audios, to be on talks like this that are going to uplift you and inspire you to do more, to be more, and to show up even better. So goal achieving activities are key. Keeping your mindset in check and your belief system up to support them is also a key part of the process. Okay, that's going to get you to work smarter and not harder. Ultimately, you're capable of so much more than you think. And when you let your mind take control over your life, instead of you taking charge of your mind, your brain is actually going to favor the pleasure moments versus the long-term gain, versus the long-term pleasures you have in mind. So this is why it's so important to keep the long-term vision of your future, to keep your goals and keep the commitments that you make and those goal achieving activities top of mind. Because as soon as something comes up, you might start to feel uncomfortable when things seem difficult or when you're in that moment of change. But that's exactly when you need to push through to cross over to the other side. So you've got to have that vision of your future. So when sneaky distractions come up, like, oh my gosh, I've got to go do the dishes. Oh my goodness, I've got to go drop this thing off over here. I've got to go pick my kids up over here. And all of a sudden your day becomes full of small tasks that don't really get you ahead. You're going to get distracted. So there is an idea. It's called the $25,000 idea. And this is an idea that was given to Charles Schwab by Ivy Lee. And he was running one of the largest steel manufacturing plants in the country many, many years ago. And he hired Ivy Lee to come in as a consultant to help make things more efficient. And he came in and he gave him what we call the $25,000 idea. And it really is simple. Okay. And I'm going to give it to you now. So I hope you have a pen and paper handy, because it's a really simple idea, but it packs a punch. Okay. He said, every morning or every night before the next day, you create a list and you make a list of the top 6 things you must do the next day. Okay, the top 6 things, the 6 most important things that will get you further ahead. And these aren't 6 big things. These are like, call this person. I didn't say call 50 people. I said call this one specific person, because that might lead you to another opportunity. It might be spend 30 minutes prospecting. It might be spend half an hour writing my book or editing my book. Okay, depending on what your business is, you're going to have 6 different goal achieving activities that you are going to put on this list that mean a lot to you and to your goal. Some of them are going to be the same on a daily basis, and some of them might rotate depending on what projects are happening that week. Okay, so top 6, and I didn't say 20, I said 6. Now, the next part is the most important. You're going to list them in order of importance. You're going to list them from 1 to 6 and prioritize them. Even though this sounds really simple, listing the 6 things might take 2 to 5 minutes. Prioritizing them in the beginning, it could take 5 to 10, maybe even 20 minutes to really think about it. Okay, you want to take the time to learn how to prioritize. And when you're prioritizing, there are going to be some things that are important and urgent. These are like fires that you have to put out. That might be the most important thing that day. You want to start bringing in the important things into your day and spending more time on the important things versus just the urgent things, because those important things are ultimately going to get you ahead in your life and in your business. And a lot of the urgent things, they may not even be important. Okay, so you want to prioritize those important things. And then if you want a bit more feedback on that, or if you want a system to prioritize important versus urgent tasks, I talked about that last week in our Lunch and Learn. So you can just request that and my team will send that off to you, because we talked about the Covey quadrants and how to prioritize that. So that could be a really valuable tool for you. However, when it comes to prioritizing, you list the most important first and then go down to the least important. And this might seem like a given as well. Okay, these are all not mind-blowing things, yet they are when you actually do them. Then you start with number 1 and do it till it's complete. And then you do number 2 and do it till it's complete. Notice I didn't say start 5 things and leave them open. Those are open loops, and energetically, they suck your energy. So you do one thing at a time until completion. And I am the kind of person that would love to add 20, 30, 50 things on my list just because I can and I want to get them out of my head. That might go on a separate list, but your top 6 for the day has 6 things and that's it. You do the most important thing first and then you work your way down. Now, you might have meetings and things scheduled in that day. If that's the case, you do the most important thing, do your meeting, and then get to that most important thing. So you want to have some time blocks in your day to focus on these tasks. And if you can actually put 100% brain power, you'll notice these tasks probably get done very, very quickly. And when you actually do something to completion, you're going to be moving further ahead than if you just start a bunch of things and don't finish them. Okay, so completion is key. So I hope that helps. Let me know if this is, yeah, Michelle, I do this each day with 3 tasks. Yeah. And I love, Michelle, that you said you do it with 3 tasks, because often you're going to find it's very difficult to get through all 6 tasks. Okay. So 6 things are going to be 6 little things. If they're slightly bigger projects or bigger items, you might only get through 1 or 2 or 3. And if you find yourself not completing them all, don't worry about it. Don't stress. You just put it on for the next day and complete it in its entirety when you can. It's so important. And it's not about completing all 6. It's about going in order of importance and completing one thing at a time, because you're going to notice when you get into that completion zone, you will build momentum. And this is a little like, if you just take your hands and do this, it's hard to do this and then stop, right? As you move one hand forward, the other hand comes back and you take that first step, but the momentum starts to build and it feels uncomfortable and jerky to stop. So even just doing this with your hands, I find that is something I do to say, okay, I'm going to take the next step and then boom, I'm building momentum and I'm in that positive spin. Okay. So these are so key for your progress. So I just want to recap what we were talking about, because you can have an absolutely productive day. You can have a beautiful day. There's a lot of time management strategies out there and they work. Time blocking, certain color coding of your schedule, I think they're great. When it really boils down to it, if you organize your day by doing the most important things and doing them first, that's where you're going to make the most impact. So the $25,000 idea that I shared with you is to list your top 6 goal achieving activities, to order them in order of importance, to do number 1 until it's complete, and then move on, and then keep moving on, and then keep moving on. So do each one until it's complete. And if you don't complete it, it's okay. Sometimes you might not even finish one entire item on your list. That's when you want to look and say, are these items too big? Do I need to make them into smaller pieces? But you just keep moving forward and moving forward and moving forward and making progress on one thing at a time. And all of a sudden, a week will go by and you'll look back and go, wow, this is so cool. I feel so accomplished. In the moment, it didn't necessarily feel good while I was doing this task, but damn, it feels so good to have it done. And I know this is moving me forward in the direction that I'm headed. I know this is taking me forward towards my dreams. I know this is going to get me forward and help me progress in my goals, because I was put on this earth to do beautiful, to do wonderful, amazing things. And I'm put on this earth to have a beautiful life. And this is one step closer to making that happen. This is making that happen. And I feel so accomplished and I feel so incredibly proud of myself. And I am incredibly proud of you, because I want you to go out and take action. I want you to go out and implement this $25,000 idea. And I want you to really apply it to those goals and dreams you have. If you're having troubles coming up with your goals and dreams, join us for the Abundance Accelerator Workshop. We're kicking off next week. We are going to really dive into that. And if you have some incredible goals, still join us, because we're going to help you amplify everything it is that you're doing so you can have more productivity, more credibility, more goodness in your life, and not spin your wheels. You want to move forward in spite of anything going on. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about, is everything you need to amplify your success with ease, with joy, and with flow. So I want you guys to join us next week for the Abundance Accelerator Workshop. It's free, it's 5 days, and it's starting on Monday. We're going to be streaming right into this group, but we're also going to have a live Zoom session. So we're going to kick off at 4 p.m. and go live every single day from when we start to where it ends. And we're going to teach you some really, really incredible things. Going from the dreaming to the doing, we're going to increase that productivity. We're also going to look at any limiting beliefs that are in your way, because we want to weed the garden of your mind. And when you have a clean and pure and beautiful mind, nothing is going to stop you. You're going to be completely unstoppable. So you can do anything it is you need to earn the income and have the impact, to make this impact on this beautiful earth that you desire. So take the time to put yourself first. There is a link in the chat, or there will be in a moment. So Kelsey, if you could pop that in the chat, that would be incredible. I would love for you guys to join us, and I'd love to extend that invitation for you. I'm just checking the comments, and we don't have any questions. So with that, we are going to wrap. Have fun with the $25,000 idea. Enjoy organizing your day, and join us for the Abundance Accelerator Workshop next week. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.